I would like to make one one thing completely clear. I actually like Batman. I like him as a character. I, for one, really enjoyed the Arkham games, the ones that I played. But is he overused? Well, in my opinion, absolutely. He's done way too much. Now, don't get me wrong. This is not one of those informational videos or what have you. This is just me technically going on a rant. I don't even have a script for this thing. But anywho, the Justice League is one of the most, if not the most, famous superhero teams out there. They've had a few adaptations, but did some hit the mark? Yes. Did some just straight up fail? Absolutely. Basically, what I'm doing in this video is just ranting about what the heck is wrong with Warner Brothers. It's like all they really care about is Batman. Batman has had like so many adaptations, and the rest of the heroes, if well, Superman has had quite a few adaptations as well, but others, not so much. Like, don't get me started on Wonder Woman, but instead of a Wonder Woman animated show, we're getting Creatures Commandos. Like, who the hell are they? And Harley Quinn. Explain to me, why does Harley Quinn have a TV show, an animated show, before Wonder Woman does? I can answer that. Batman adjacent. Because that's all they care about. Wonder Woman has been one of the pillars in DC for a very, very long time. And DC seems to have forgotten that. They're trying to push her as, oh, she is the third piece of the Trinity. Well, act like it. Some more adaptations will be nice. She's had a few great adaptations, like in movies. Crisis on Infinite Earths are, quite frankly, one of my favorite adaptations of her, and Bloodlines from her own movie, which make it make sense that she has had only 2 animated movies and 2 live-action movies that, quite frankly, well, the second live-action movie was not the greatest, I must admit. But anywho, Superman has had a few animated shows, but Batman, you lose count with everything. Now, Wonder Woman, she been neat one, not even a single one. Now, speaking of that adaptations, the CW has had its share of having a lot of superheroes on there. Did they all hit the mark? Absolutely not. That's why people like to tease the whole CW treatment. Now, did I enjoy it? For the most part, yeah, I loved Arrow. Flash fell off. Supergirl kind of fell off. It really fell off. I never really watched Black Lightning, to be honest, but for what I saw, it was decent, I guess. But the point I'm trying to make, there are so many superheroes that you guys have, Warner Brothers, that is not Batman. And right now, with the whole James Gunn thing, rebooting the entire movie universe, I just saw some casting. Who gave Nathan Fillion the permission to be a Guy Gardner? That doesn't really make sense, but And now having an old man, Hal Jordan, at least those are speculations. But, to each their own, I guess. But people aren't really familiar with most of the heroes that didn't watch the animated series or Justice League films. They just see Batman. There is a Batman project every freaking year. Hell, even Arrow, let's just be honest, was just a Batman knockoff. Well, people like, yeah, Hawkman, Hawkgirl, that would be nice to see, just to explore some of that. Vixen, mostly Wonder Woman, but that's just my personal opinion. But there are so many heroes that could have the spotlight. Now, I can commend James Gunn for like adding new additions like Guy Gardner, Green Lantern, Mr. Terrific, and all that. But you haven't even established your big 3. You don't even have a Wonder Woman movie for who knows how long. It's crazy to me. You really need to work on the animated show. Like, And where's Static Shock? Static Shock was a really popular show back in the day, and he pretty much deserved. If you can do a Blue Beetle movie, you can do a Static Shock movie. Now, come on. And Zatanna, like, we have in Marvel, we have Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch, but over at DC, we have one movie for Doctor Fate and zero for Zatanna. Like, y'all really need to tap into the Justice League Dark aspect with Constantine, Deadman, and Zatanna. You know, I've heard that they were trying to do that, but it fell through. A for effort, I guess. But honestly, none of WB Warner Brothers' attention goes to anyone else except Batman. It's really annoying. And a lot of people are even taking notice of that as well. And even if they do Batman, they don't get anyone else correct but him. Take Cassandra Cain, for example, Batgirl or Orphan, whatever you want to call her. That was a horrible depiction of her in the Birds of Prey movie. That wasn't even her. I'm never going to count that. And Titans had Nightwing, which was not a particularly good light on him as well. Is this what you want the general public to think? Like, the next Robin that they're saying is going to be in James Gunn's universe is Damian Wayne. First off, I hate Damian Wayne. That's just my personal opinion. He's an ass. But you're skipping over Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, and Tim Drake. Poor Tim Drake. He gets... Now, he was good in Young Justice, not enough time. But explain to me why the only thing that you guys can make Tim Drake interesting is to make him bisexual. Representation is important, I agree, but that's... do it correctly, please. And back to Nightwing for a moment. Like I said, he has good adaptations like in Young Justice, but it's time for a live action, and the last live action Dick Grayson that we saw on the big screen was that god-awful Batman and Robin movie, which I don't even want to discuss. The point is, DC, please pay attention to your characters. That's not Batman. Can we have a year or two without a Batman project, please? Like, look at Black Canary, look at Birds of Prey correctly. Even introduce another Green Arrow. Just do better, please. Rant over.